because we're 1 month away from the beginning. The story of the Bitcoin era, the blockchain era starts January 1st, 2024. And 54, 68, 82, 96, 2010, 2024. The 14-year cycle starts January 1st. And then we run 4 years where it's awesome. And then we have a bust. And that bust kills off a whole bunch of also-rans, right? It kills off the pets.com and it kills off the web vans to then be rebirthed for the next leg up, which is the killer leg up. That's when the fun starts.
Renowned hedge fund manager Mark Yusko continues to share a lot of optimism about the 2024 and 2025 cryptocurrency bull market. Over the past few months, Yusko has made quite a number of highly optimistic and bullish price predictions, especially for Bitcoin, the world's largest crypto asset by market cap. According to Yusko, the founder and managing director of Morgan Creek Capital, this cycle is much more than the usual 4-year cycle for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency assets. It is the beginning of a much larger technological evolution that will include artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud computing, and big data. Over the next 4 years, beginning in January 2024, Yusko is predicting massive developments in these technologies, along with a commensurate increase in prices and value. In the blockchain industry, for instance, 2024 is expected to bring in a massive wave of institutional investors, starting with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission approving a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. Yusko expects that approval to come through on the 8th day of January 2024. After it comes through, the renowned hedge fund manager is also predicting that the new wealthy investors will allocate a small portion of their massive portfolios to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, bringing in no less than $30 billion in new investment capital. We will now bring you clips from Mark Yusko's latest interview with Blockworks Macro. Please watch, share, and like this video. Also, ensure you subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and check out our other videos on Bitcoin, the overall digital asset space, and the economy of the United States.
Is this ETF, if we were to get it, a buy the rumor, sell the news type event?
Nope. Dan Morehead put out the paper, buy the rumor, buy the news. No, wait. The money has not even started to come. It's different, right? It's different than the futures ETF, which that was buy the rumor, sell the news, because futures, they can get naked short on the other side, which is why they approved the futures ETF in the first place. So the banks could go naked short and push the price down so they could accumulate at a lower price. That's been going on for years. In this world, you don't get to make paper shares. You got to buy the Bitcoin. And so the amount of Bitcoin that's going to get bought as the money starts to flow into this, and go back and look at what happened with GBTC. When GBTC started to take money in, we went from 10 grand to 60 grand in like 11 and a half seconds. I mean, it wasn't 11 and a half seconds, but it was pretty, just go back and look at that first run up. And then Elon did his tweet and we went down in 50%. We went down 50% on a freaking tweet. And then we went all the way back to 69 because it was because fair value was 30 and we got to, 2+ times fair value. And then we had the bear market. So is this going to run, from 30 to 180? Might. In fact, it might run more because the amount of money that's going to go into this ETF, big, really big. I mean, it's just big. It's just big. And there's no other place it can go but spot Bitcoin. It can't buy anything else. It has to buy the actual coins. Right. And that's different. And the problem is there aren't that many to buy. I believe it's possible that Bitcoin is the global settlement layer for all assets. Certainly possible. And no, it's ETH. ETH has more activity. I'm like, no. The activity of trading the token is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about final settlement of where do you want the ownership record of your home or your car or your business. I think you want it on the safest, most secure, biggest network. What I think is interesting to your point on on the application layer. So in the internet, all of the wealth is in the application layer. You can't own TCP/IP. You can't own HTTPS. You can't own SMTP. Just none of it is at the protocol layer. The companies that built those protocols, most of them government agencies, but there were some private companies that tried to commercialize the tech. Nope. All of the value in the application layer. So far in Web3, or third generation internet, whatever you want to call it, 85-ish% of the value is in the protocols because you can actually own them. But people say, well, but am I really owning them or am I just trading shitcoins? Well, yeah, a bunch of them are utility tokens and you don't really own anything. Okay. But there are some real ownership. And I would put, Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana and a handful of others. They'll be classified as commodities. I think the good ones. But at the end of the day, I think Bitcoin is the true commodity, like gold. Gold is both a commodity and a currency. It has its commodity uses and it has its money uses. It's the base layer of all money, right? Every central bank owns it. They build the money on top of it with debt. Great. I think Bitcoin replaces that.
Mark Yusko is one of the many people who have very high expectations for Bitcoin and Bitcoin exchange-traded funds in 2024. New York City-based asset manager VanEck has published its predictions for Bitcoin and crypto in 2024. Analysts at the asset management firm are predicting an inflow of $2.4 billion in Bitcoin ETFs. The analysts said they arrived at that figure by examining the relative ratios of the Spider Gold Shares ETF and adjusting it to $2023. Within the first few days of its launch, Gold ETF saw inflows of around $1 billion. When the analysts applied these figures to the Bitcoin spot market, they arrived at inflows of $2.4 billion in the first quarter of 2024. Outside the first 3 months, the analysts are also predicting a medium-term estimate of $40 billion inflows over the first 2 years of trading. Yusko has predicted anything from $30 to $300 billion in inflows in 2024 after the ETF approval. Let's know what you think about those estimates as we bring you more clips from Yusko's interview. This time, he discusses his opinions on the current state of the United States economy and how much current conditions affect low-income earners.
The only reason stocks look like they go up is because of what gold does. We're pricing those stocks in the toilet paper.
And you know what?
Which went from $1 in 1913. Okay, it's from 1776 to 1913, $1, which remember we took from the Dutch, the Rijksdollar, because they invented the first central bank. The dollar was 1776 to 1913 worth $1. It had two fluctuations around the wars when we made other things like Confederate dollars and all that. But the bottom line is the dollar was worth $1. 1913 to today, it's lost 97+% of its purchasing power. So when you price equities in dollars, they look like they go up. If you priced the S&P in gold, not so much. So that's the dirty little secret. In fact, stocks, and this is just a short period of time, stocks today priced in gold are the exact same price they were in 1997. Okay. And if you take it all the way back to when when gold was like $30 and they fixed it, it's worse. And so what happens is this devaluation of the currency creates money illusion. You feel like you're richer. Your house goes up and your stocks go up. But remember, that only applies to the people at the tippy top and the all-seeing eye. The people at the bottom don't own stocks. They don't own houses. They have a fixed income in terms of minimum wage jobs, and literally they subsist on government handouts. Liz Ann Saunders, I think, but she's from Schwab. She had a great chart this morning that showed that the percent of personal income from government subsidies is back down to pre-COVID levels. So we had that massive spike where everybody said, "Oh, everybody's income went up." I'm like, are you joking? They sent you money. That's not income. That's a windfall. That's not income. That's not coming again. And it had this big spike up, and it's just been deteriorated, and it's now back to below where it was. There you go. There's a whole bunch of people, like out in Coweta, Oklahoma, where I just was. Every mini mart or a convenience store you go by has a big giant sign. We take EBT. The electronic cards, the food stamps cards. And one of my favorite stats, but it's also one of the saddest stats. Do you know when the largest percentage of Walmart sales occur? Actually, it just happened about 8 hours ago. From 12 midnight to 1 o'clock on the first day of the month, they get 10% of their revenue for the month.
Oh, man.
Because people get their card reloaded at midnight on the 30th or 31st, and they go shopping, and they're there. And as soon as that card gets reloaded, because they ran out of money halfway through the month, and they load up the car with baby formula and diapers and food, and they check out, and they get 10% of all of their revenue. That's a scary stat.
Meanwhile, $2.4 billion in new inflows is just one of VanEck's predictions for Bitcoin and crypto in 2024. According to the asset management firm, Bitcoin will hit a new all-time high in Q4 2024, potentially spurred by political events and regulatory shifts after the November 2024 U.S. presidential election. The firm also said that Ethereum won't likely flip Bitcoin in 2024, but will still outperform major tech stocks. One of the posts made on social media platform X reads, "Like past cycles, Bitcoin will lead the market to rally, and the value will flow into smaller tokens just after the halving. Ethereum won't begin outperforming Bitcoin until post-halving and may outperform for the year, but there will be no flippening." In addition, the firm is predicting that Ethereum's market share will be challenged by other smart contract platforms, such as Solana, which VanEck believes has less uncertainty surrounding its scalability roadmap. On the U.S. economy, the firm is predicting the arrival of a much-awaited recession that will further drive investors into Bitcoin and other crypto assets. What are your thoughts on Yusko's and VanEck's predictions for Bitcoin and the overall digital asset space? Do you agree that Bitcoin will hit new all-time highs in 2024 or 2025? Please drop your comments and observations in the comment section below. Also, ensure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.
Hey Savvy Finance enthusiasts, massive shout out for being the heartbeat of Savvy Finance. Your support has been the wind beneath our wings, and we can't express our gratitude enough. Now buckle up because we've got an exclusive deal just for you. Ever wanted a slice of the action? We're offering a golden opportunity to own part of our YouTube channel's potential future revenue. This isn't just an investment, it's an invitation to be a part of our story. Investing means you're not just an investor, you will be a participant in the future of Savvy Finance. No cheesy lines, just a genuine call to embark on this journey together. But wait, there's more. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, become a Savvy ambassador. Share our videos on every platform, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Your shares amplify our visibility, potentially translating to more views and more YouTube revenue. Here's the kicker. If our viewership increases, we would not be just growing financially. We would be making a tangible impact by spreading valuable financial education. Now the icing on the cake. Invest and you'll score exclusive access to our private Savvy Finance Discord. Here you can chat with Savvy Finance, swap ideas with fellow investors, and be at the forefront of exciting developments. Click on the link below to register your Gigastar account. You can also find the link to my offering page in the description below. Get your Gigastar account ready, review the offering details, and let's embark on this thrilling venture together. To the incredible Savvy community, thank you for being the backbone of our success. Your journey is my journey, and together, we're creating waves. Cheers.